we have Irina, Irina Karagyaur. Hopefully I didn't mess up your name too much. Karagyaur, yes?
All correct, yes.
Irina, okay, very good. She's from the Unique Network, not the unit network that we're from, but Unique Network, which I love the name. We'll be speaking about the advanced NFT infrastructure on Polkadot. She's the head of ecosystem growth and business development at Unique Network, where she leads the business growth activities for the entire organization. She focuses on establishing strategic partnerships and the ecosystem building to enable the bridging of off-chain world to the open, within the open metaverse. So great. She's the head ambassador for Western Europe of the Polkadot network. She's also the co-chair of London's regional co-chair for FIBRI, which is the Foundation for International Blockchain and Real Estate Expertise. And she also was the coordinator, or is maybe still the coordinator, of Digital Art for Climate Initiative, which I think is a beautiful project. You have over 10 years of experience and established yourself as one of the international business development professionals in strategic partnerships, analysis of foreign markets, and business planning across the UK, EU, and Russia. Irina holds a BA from the Southern Federal University in Russia and an MSc in the urban planning and policy design from Politecnico di Milano in Italy. She is also one of the top 35 women revolutionizing crypto. We're very proud, very happy, Irina, that you're part of our World Polkadot Forum, and look forward to your contributions.
Thank you.
The stage is yours.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to join friends from Unit Network. We had some really amazing collaboration in the past 2 years, and I'm very, very always happy to be part of Unit's network activities, and really appreciate what you are doing in the space. Today, I'm going to talk about Unique Network and share with you some amazing developments. I'm just going to share my screen. So a couple of words about Unique Network, if you still don't know who we are. Unique Network is the NFT parachain in Polkadot ecosystem. We won Hakusama Hackathon back in August 2020 and received also community award as a favorite project of a hackathon. And during the hackathon, our team launched the first NFT collection in the ecosystem, which is called Substrat Banks, as a tribute to CryptoBanks. And a couple of months later, Unique Networks team also launched the first commercial application in the Polkadot ecosystem, which is an NFT marketplace. So today, we're proud to announce that we have 2 fully running operational parachains, NFT-specific parachains, both on Kusama and on Polkadot live, and we are offering next-generation NFT infrastructure that takes NFTs way beyond the use cases that we've seen in the past. So. Okay.
That's awesome. We're looking forward to this, Irina.
So nevertheless, for many businesses, NFTs and blockchain is still an unknown land, a land that a lot of enterprises and startups, artists, creators are exploring how to enter into this space. You know, what is it about? Because still blockchains are pretty complex. And for us, one of the key things we're trying to achieve at Unique Network is to make these tools available to everyone. So we call it an essential toolbox, and we white labeled our marketplace. So if you visit uniquenft.io, which is an first NFT marketplace, you'll see that we're not listing collections there. We only have Substrat Banks, and then second collection that our creative team launched during Polkadot Decoded 2021 to showcase what is possible. So every time we launch new features, we create something, we create upgrades for the marketplace, we demonstrate it on our own marketplace. But our mission is to make this marketplace as a white label accessible to everybody. So any startup or any business can take our white label solution out of the box, unpack it very quickly, tweak a few things in UX and UI, customize it and make it their own, and be ready to present it to investors, to potential buyers, to community, and to have an entry point into an NFT space. Either it's a collectible, an artwork, a music work, a video, whatever you want to experiment with when it comes to an NFT, and see how it is received by your community. So you can very easily use a couple of tools that we came up with. It's a minting solution. We have a minter and a scanner where anybody without any knowledge of the blockchain coding, not needing a single line of code, can go and mint their collection and then put it out on available marketplaces on our own chain, and soon in the entire Polkadot ecosystem. As I mentioned, we have a marketplace where you can sell your artwork trustlessly. And we also created a gallery solution, which will simplify not only the process of showcasing the artwork, but also this solution can be used for e-commerce applications. So any marketplace that has, for example, a need to sell a digital artwork and also physical artwork can now easily do this by connecting their wallet. And not only Polkadot.js, which many of you in the ecosystem know that sometimes it's very painful to use, but also MetaMask, and connect fiat on ramp solutions and gateways to simplify this process for the end users, which probably 99% of people still do not know how to use crypto wallets. So they would much rather prefer to enter this space with the credit card. And we also have an NFT specific wallet, which helps you to display images and properties of your NFT. So these essential features and what Substrate and Polkadot ecosystem makes available and differentiates us from other NFT chains. You can have frictionless experience, so you can set up your UX and UI in a way that it interacts with the blockchain seamlessly, so your end user doesn't need to deal with blockchain at all. They don't see that things are happening in the Web3, even though they follow the principles and have all the advantages of decentralization, peer-to-peer, transparency, et cetera, but the experience that your user has is Web2, is something that we all are familiar with, and oftentimes there is no need to replace some things of the Web2 because they are working perfectly. So the blockchain tech is hidden under the hood. The heavy lifting is done by our chain infrastructure and our team that is working on improving features, on releasing features, and making experience and interaction with the blockchain, both for developers and end users, as easy as possible. Polkadot also offers interpretability. Many of you have heard of XCM, and what Gavin recently announced with XCM3, we will be able to talk to other parachains. So by creating your NFT on a unique network, you will be able to plug into Moonbeam, Akala, and all other parachains that will be allowing you to probably sell NFTs. You could exhibit them or sell them in other galleries or marketplaces. So the entire ecosystem will enable you to use the blockchain of blockchain solutions that Polkadot offers to the entire space to solve scalability, interpretability issues, transaction fees, congestion, et cetera. Our front end, as I mentioned, is completely customizable. So you can create pretty much any UX and UI solution and plug in our blockchain and enjoy the seamless experience. We also have a feature that's called advanced ownership, which works really well for businesses because you don't have to be the owner, the sole owner of the platform. You can have administrators. You can have different structures of ownership. and assign administrator for different project or collaboration you have. For example, if you're working with museums and you're the owner of your NFT platform, you can appoint a museum in New York to curate a collection, to sell a collection, share profits with that museum. And after the collaboration is over, you can appoint another administrator of your platform, which is a museum in Buenos Aires, to say, you can sell NFTs, you can rent them, you can display them. So you can pretty much exercise any administration rights that you would exercise in the real world with the blockchain. Very important point that NFTs on Unique Network are sustainable. So minting Unique Network and Polkadot ecosystem, as you know, is proof of stake, and we have a minimal carbon footprint. And if you look at the research published by Carbon Research Institute in January 2022, I believe, it says it compared different proof of stake blockchains. So Polkadot is way more efficient than proof of work blockchains, and among proof of stake blockchains is the most efficient blockchain. When it comes specifically to Unique Network, minting an NFT on Unique Network it equals to 1 human breath. So this is how much CO2 we actually produce with 1 NFT minting. So we can be confident that we are not killing the environment, as there were a lot of conversation in the space about the blockchain sustainability. We also have flexible economic models, so you can sponsor your transaction fees. And at the end of my presentation, I will offer you the opportunity to actually experience it yourself. So again, you can hide all the complexities of the blockchain under the hood for your users as the platform owner. And this experience would be very valuable for, say, gaming industry, because in game you don't want to hop on, off, search for your wallet, go into the wallet, buy the token, transfer to the platform, use it in game, go back to the wallet. All this we have eliminated. And another benefit is the possibility to use fiat and RAM and allow your customers to pay direct for an NFT directly with a credit card, or have, say, get KSM or get dot button and have a checkout on your platform. So let's move on to the advanced features, because those solutions are available for the entire ecosystem. And here I want to focus on a few features that are only available and very valuable for the NFTs, and specifically developed by Unique Network. So freemium and sponsorship of transaction fees, as I mentioned, this is a really cool feature if you want to call smart contracts, or you need to mint NFT, or you need to transfer token from one wallet to another, or set variable data in your NFT. You can do all this. You can allow your user, you can sponsor this transaction for your users, so they don't have to deal with it. They have this experience seamlessly. And sponsoring for you would really cost a fraction. In Polkadot ecosystem, transaction fees and the price of gas is really not an issue anymore. So we're talking about a couple of cents per transaction, and with $100, you can do thousands of transactions. Another point is EVM compatibility. So we are EVM compatible chain, and what we can do, we provide ERC-721 functionality in our NFT palette. So for both developers and users, we provide familiar to Ethereum environment if necessary. So if you're a developer and you have your solution built on EVM, you have a smart contract, you can seamlessly transfer it to Unique Network and benefit from the advanced features. If you're a user who is used to MetaMask and you don't want to switch to any other wallet, you can continue using MetaMask on Unique Chain as well. Interpretability, as I already mentioned, we're using cross-consensus messaging format, and will allow our users to transfer tokens between parachains. One of the use cases that is coming up soon will be that we will allow our token quartz on Karura DEX soon. Some of the other features, scalability, we will soon be able to reach 6,000 transactions per second, currently is around 300. But as we scale, transaction fees, depending on the market and token price, are also insignificant. With a couple of hundreds of dollars, you can mint as many NFTs as you wish. And this, again, is very, very valuable, for example, for gaming industry, where you need fast speed of transactions and you need to be able to mint in-gaming items frequently and at the right speed, so your players don't get bored and annoyed of the, all the obstacles that blockchain has in the current gaming landscape. And of course, it's a security, because Polkadot provides us all as parachains with a relay chain economic security. So both Quartz and Unique Network provide really good level of security. So, and in terms of XCM, you can be sure that not like in, there are cases of bridging to other chains, and bridges not always secured. You often hear that assets are being lost or stolen, or you cannot fully trust these bridges. You need to be very careful. In Polkadot ecosystem, thanks to XCM, this is no longer an issue. You can really securely transfer your asset to any other parachain and be sure that it's all secured by the relay chain. And two last but not least features that I would really like to discuss and show you a concrete example and give you the opportunity to touch this NFTs is refundability and nesting. So refundability, you perhaps heard about fractional ownership in Ethereum space, but on Unique Network, refundability happens natively. So you no longer need a smart contract in order to create a fractional token. You can actually, with a simple function, create a token once you mint a collection. Either entire collection can be refundable, or one single token can be refundable. And you're able to input these parameters into collection or a token and decide how many pieces you want, either in the collection or in the token. So by minting this, you can sort of create your own DAO in one click, because you can have 100,000 owners of one collection. And as owners of this collection, they already share a common asset, so they can create some sort of organization around it in a decentralized way. And the coolest thing about it is that on Ethereum, for example, this is a one-way process. So you can break down a token into fractions or a collection into fractions, but you cannot go back. On Unique Network, you can go back. So you can fractionalize an asset and you can bring the pieces back together. When it comes to nesting, you probably heard of Remark, and we're jointly working on this very exciting palette, composability, and NFT Legos, which allow one NFT to own another NFT, or you can equip your, say, gaming character with other NFTs, for example, a sword, a hat, anything that you want your gaming character to have in game. You can also have a room that can be an NFT, and the room can own a character of the game, which owns the attributes or owns another character. So this really allows us to gamify every single NFT. It can gamify artworks. It can play with different attributes. It can really help visualize things and create sophisticated ownership structures of one single NFT and in gaming experiences. So now I want you to really practically try experience what refundability means and what owning an NFT means on Unique Network. So what we have done, we believe in democracy. And as I mentioned, we want NFT technology and NFTs to be available to everybody. So we bought a CryptoPunk 3042. Her name is Monique. And now every one of you can own a fraction of this CryptoPunk. What we will be doing, we will be moving Monique from Ethereum to Unique Network, and we'll create a refundable token. So In order to claim it, you just need to scan this QR code. It is absolutely free. The QR code will take you to the Telegram bot. You'll need to input your either MetaMask wallet address or Polkadot.gs address, and you will automatically become an owner of a piece of this CryptoPunk. And then stay tuned to the quest, visit our social media, or stay updated on our blog, because we will be releasing more other chapters of the quest of what will happen with Monique. And we're very excited for this journey and for this experiment. And we believe that there is much more that we can do with NFTs, given that technology is already there to help you take NFTs to the next level. This is it for me. Thank you so much for attention. Please join our Telegram community and follow us on Twitter. And if there are any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Oh, thank you, Irina. That was really epic. Thank you. And thanks for the insights. I mean, this has been really, really interesting. And it seems to be so user-friendly. As a private person, as not a blockchain or another ecosystem, how would I, as an individual, create my own? Can you walk me through that? Create my own NFT, or based on, yeah.
So you can simply go to our minter. If you go to Unique Network website, there is a link to a minter, and the minter allows anybody to create collections. We actually had earlier this year a campaign where we asked our community to showcase their NFT collections, and everybody can just go there, mint anything in the format available as NFT, and just try how it works. Then, of course, you know, in order to sell it and to exhibit it on the platform, you need to agree on the available platforms if they're interested in selling these collections or showcasing them, because many are now moving towards more curated content, and you know, which is probably the right thing to do, because all ecosystem projects, and we have a couple of really great ones like Digital Art for Climate. The purpose is to feature digital artists who are sustainability enthusiasts and climate activists. So there is a purpose and there is a visual appearance to that. We have Sovereign Nature Initiative. They're working with incubators. They are advocating for sort of protection of the nature and nature becoming self-sustainable. So many of this, there is a gaming and art specific marketplaces coming up. So depending, and actually everybody, you know, if you minted your collection, you got excited as an individual, you can actually have a white label and use it as your portfolio website. If you're a photographer, for example, you know, you would need to create your own custom UX and UI that works well for your specific solution. But I believe that in a very short future, we will see these NFT platforms working just like portfolio Web2 websites are working now, especially for photographers, digital artists, and for everyone, content creators, for everyone who cares about protecting their assets and tokenizing their work to make sure that it's monetized properly, that the ownership is really in their hands. There is not in the hands of the centralized platforms. And also this technology is becoming more and more accessible, easy to use, inexpensive, and it's really not more expensive. Running an NFT platform and marketplace right now is not much more expensive than running your own portfolio website in terms of maintenance, in terms of services. So it's really up to you to come and try. It's fairly simple.
Well, I will try it. Well, thank you so much, Irina. Are there questions from the audience for Irina? Yes, Alexi.
Hi, how are you doing? Well, first, let me, Irina, congratulations, was amazing. You're doing an amazing job around the world and taking Unique and Polkadot to another level. The thing you have done so far is amazing, okay? And Unique, So talking about your climate, the climate project you're on charge, okay? Which would be the next step, okay? How can we connect? You know, so with my worries, how can we connect to now we are on the Web3 and maybe we don't know a lot about Web2. You know? What do you think we should do to go from the Web3 to the Web2? You know, where everyone is now, okay? What will be that step or those steps that we need to make, Irina?
Well, community is very important and marketing is still important. So building community, Digital Art for Climate management team is starting now to build a community. There is already a base of artists who participated in the first art contest. And now there is a preparation for COP27 in partnership with the Egyptian government, who will be responsible for the next COP. And they want to bring more startups. They want to bring more artists. They are uniting people from the African continent, young people in particular. We also now have UN Habitat on board, based in Kenya. And last year, a group of young artists from Kenya won a special prize from the community. It's really about mainly education, and what you, Alexi, is doing in the space is absolutely amazing and valuable, because educating people about Web3, about decentralization, about how platform works, you know, how you can open a wallet, as simple as that. But these things are becoming more and more becoming easier, and we are simplifying them in terms of tools, because there are two sides of this. First, from the platform perspective and from the tech companies, we need to make technology usable and accessible. So when a person lands on the platform, he knows intuitively where to click, how to use this. He doesn't get lost, or you know, nothing makes him close the window and say, okay, I'm not gonna ever go to that platform again. And second, on the other side, we have communities, we have education, we have users, businesses, creators who need to understand the benefits. They need to understand very simple terms like, why do we need decentralization? How does this benefit creators? What does it mean owning your data on the blockchain? What are the problems of centralized Web2 platforms? You know, why social media platforms where all creators are used to run their businesses actually monetize on them heavily, and how you can build different relations with different platforms. We still see a lot of sort of repetition, bringing the old Web2 logics into Web3 when platform owners are trying to increase the fees or trying to keep creators locked in the platform. But in reality, they cannot, because you as a token owner, once you mint your NFT, you own this. And with the logics of smart contracts, you can define your ownership rights. So you can actually take this token to another platform, or you can rent it out. You can decide that you don't want to sell this token and allow the platform owner to own your token, right? You don't give this rights. You say, I want to rent it for 3 months, and then you go to another platform and you rent it for another 5 months, and you completely change your business model as a creator, and you make sure that you are in charge of your content. You understand, you know, you have a true ownership of your digital data. Yeah, I hope I answered your question, Alexi.
It's awesome, always. It's awesome. By the way, I haven't talked with you now. We are setting blockchain Rio with Polkadot, okay, team. So it's gonna be very soon. So if you wanna be available in a couple of months, I hope to see you on Rio de Janeiro, okay?
Perfect.
Thank you.